All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be talking about hidden potential builds for the new Part 2 LRs for the 11th anniversary. So the LR UI Goku plus Evolution Blue Vegeta, as well as the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta plus Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we're going to take a look at these boys. We're going to look at their kits over again. We're going to think about their hidden potential builds. I'm going to show you guys the way I've built out my characters and how it's been working out for me so far. So we'll start off here with UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. So with these guys, they are, dude, their animations for one are beautiful, and it has nothing to do with their hidden potential, but let's just talk about it. Their animations are otherworldly, leagues above anything we've ever seen. Now, these guys being a Realm of Gods leader isn't that bad, I guess, if they're going to start releasing a lot of Realm of Gods. I mean, we could see a lot of that coming out this year with the return of Super. So, you know, towards the end of the year, once we kind of get Super Beerus back, you know, we've got the chances to get more Beeruses, we've got chances to get more God Gokus. So I think Realm of Gods, as we kind of go throughout the year, might get a little bit better. As for right now, it's not bad, but once the time limited buffs for the AGL UI Goku and the Int Evolution Blue Vegeta go away, this team just goes back to kind of being mediocre, and you're probably not going to be running this guy as your leader. Looking through his kit, right, Goku is meant to be a dodge character. That's what he's here for. That's his kit. That's his utility. He is the dodgy boy. So as he kind of goes through, right, his basic effect, getting the attack and defense, launching initial super, having the 70% chance to dodge. Then that first turn, when he picks up a key sphere, he's untouchable. You cannot touch him. He dodges everything. So that right there alone is great. That goes along with his EX super. You know, with EX super, if you're getting 24 key, you've got a 70% chance for this to proc. This will give you the attack and defense for 3 turns, as well as another entire turn of dodge. So with this in mind, you're not always going to hit that, right? You have this 70% chance to dodge here. You've got the guaranteed first turn dodge here. Then you've got guaranteed dodge if you get lucky enough for this to proc. Now, I've had turns where this definitely does not. I've had turns where it does. And I've had this guy die. He dies. If he gets hit, if he gets touched, he's dead. So because of that, they did give him this, right? So he's got a little bit of damage reduction here before receiving an attack within the turn. I haven't seen this really help me out at all with some of the way that some of these heavier hitting bosses fight. This right here has kind of saved him, right? Survives the KO attack. He gets hit and he slips up on his dodge. He gets hit. He survives. He dodges the rest of the turn. But then the next character dies because this guy is typically running slot 1 to dodge everything, because that's what his role is to dodge. So usually as soon as he gets touched, he drops down to 1 HP. The next guy in line takes the hit and you're dead. Like it is what it is. I do really like this character. I do. I just hate when the dodge fails. But again, it is an RNG game. You're never going to hit it 100%. So that's just the way it goes. Overall, I like the design of this character. I like what he's doing. I like all the support he gives. I like his stats. I like what he does. I like his dodging mechanic. I love his EX super. And I love the fact that you can swap into Vegeta right away, right? So as soon as it starts, you're able to swap right over into Vegeta and do whatever you want here with him. Now, Vegeta, on the other hand, is more of the defensive style character, as we've seen with most Evolution Blue Vegetas. He is a damage reduction. He wants to take the hits and be just fine. As we kind of look through his kit again here, right, he gets the extra stats. He's got the crit. He's got guard. His first turn, he is untouchable. You put him up in slot 1, he's got 77% damage reduction. Then he's got an additional 30 before attacking. So he's over 100% damage reduction. He can't be hurt. As you kind of go down the line after that first turn, for every attack he receives, he's getting more ki and he's getting more damage reduction up to 40%. So you can sit at a basically base guard plus 70% damage reduction, right? And that's at least before attacking. Once it's the attack, after he does his thing, he's only going to be at 40% damage reduction, so he can still get hurt, right? At that point, from his second turn onward, he can definitely still get hurt. So you definitely got to be careful of that and be very, very mindful of it. With his supers, right, he is going to get defense for the turn, which is great. it'll definitely help out for this particular, issue here, if you want to call it an issue. I don't think I've really had a time where Vegeta's been the one to get me killed. It's usually just Goku failing his dodge. But Vegeta here is a powerhouse. He hits very, very hard. He's got his active skill, which is great. I mean, raises his attack for the turn. Then he throws out some incredible numbers because you're getting all this stuff here with the additional attack and defense. You're getting the guaranteed crit as long as you got that active skill up or having 24 keys. So overall, like, this character is very fun to use, and I've enjoyed them very, very much. Now, what does that mean for their build? So if we switch over to the game, you can kind of see the way that I've built out my character right now. So this guy, I've gone full on dodge and defense, right? With Vegeta, you're already getting that guaranteed crit as long as you're getting the full key, which typically hasn't been too difficult. He's going to have guaranteed crit. Goku's going to be building crit as he kind of goes throughout the fight, up to 60%. So really, there's no need to throw any extra crit on this character. What you're kind of looking for is for their survivability. So you want this guy to dodge. You want this guy to kind of do his thing. Right now, I don't have the most optimal equips on our guys here because the one that they give out for the special battle, I really didn't like for Goku. So I went ahead and whatever I had for my highest like dodge and defense, I threw that on there. So I'll be going through like the Whis event to try to get a higher dodge and defense for Goku specifically. But for right now, dodge, defense, that's probably the way to go with this character, even though, you're probably going to be using Goku more than you will Vegeta. So I like to keep that one in mind as well. Giving myself more chances to dodge, more chances to survive is great. Then switching into Vegeta, giving him at least some kind of chance to dodge, and the extra defense is kind of going to be is going to be pretty paramount for him, right? Especially as he loses that first turn damage reduction. So that's kind of the way that I've gone with them, and hopefully like this makes sense as I'm kind of explaining it to you guys. So let me know down below what you guys think of this build and what you guys are doing for your specific character here. Now we will go ahead and we'll move over to the Super Saiyan 4s. So with Vegeta here, we're looking at Vegeta. He is the Dokkan Fest. He leads GT Heroes, Power of Wishes, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Excellent teams. Excellent, powerful teams. Lots of utility, lots of choices here for these guys. So looking through his kit, we are going to see a lot of like, basically what he is built to do is to stack. You want him doing more attacks so that he has a chance to build up, so that way when you switch over into Goku, he can do the damage. Vegeta is going to start off very slow, right? He's going to take a little while to build up. As you kind of get him ramped up and going, he's going to be great. The more of those EX supers you get off, he's going to be even better, right? Because he's going to exponentially raise his defense as well as his attack. He wants to get a lot of key spheres, or a lot of rainbow key spheres, in order to get his damage reduction. So you kind of need a rainbow orb changer to run with him, which is where like the EZA for the Tech Pan comes in. Is very good for creating rainbow key spheres for Vegeta to help him out there. But overall, like, I've had no major issues with this character because he's not really a slot 1 runner. So, you put him in slot 2, he can survive there. He can do really well. He can survive in slot 1. It's just a little less likely if you're not getting all this damage reduction that he does want. But overall, like, this character has been very fun to use, very good. I do like the way he's built. I like the stacking mechanic of him. It does just take a little while to build up. So if you look at his EX super here, if you're getting 24 key, you still got that 70% chance to get the EX super off, but this will raise his attack and defense by 44%, as well as raise allies attack up by 10% in battle. So not really much you can do in your like hidden potential build to really proc this, but this is just something to kind of keep in mind as you are building the hidden potential in terms of like the stats you could be getting, right? Because if he doesn't get that, he just gets his normal 18 key, he is still going to raise his attack by 44%, but he's only going to raise his defense, right? And then on his 12 key, he is stacking attack and defense, but he's only raising attack and defense. So they're not going to be huge boosts. It's going to take a little bit of time for this guy to really build up. So definitely keeping that in mind as we go through. Now he does have chances to launch a bunch of additional supers, you know, already kind of built in, or at least like this one, right? Is that all it is? It's just one additional super. So we go through damage reduction. After receiving or evading, he gets allies some stats there, which is great. Launch additional super, yeah, at 14 key and at 24 key, he gets another additional super with the attack and defense permanent boost. So he's already going to be launching 3 guaranteed supers. Hopefully one of them being the EX. You know, the more chance you build into his potential to do more additionals, the faster he's going to be able to build up, which is going to make him just look exponentially better a lot quicker. Now, as we switch over to Goku, again, same kind of condition, they can do it right away. It's great, dude. I love it. Now with Goku, he's the heavy hitter. He is the big boy that wants to do the damage, who wants to launch a bunch of attacks, who wants to crit. He is the crazy Super Saiyan 4, like giant ape power that you really expect to see. So with this guy, he needs to get int key spheres. So he does that good for himself here on his first turn. After that, it's basically just like his active skill will really help. His active skill creates int key spheres for him, which is great because as you get those, you just need to get 7 of them one time to get the permanent buff of getting 40% crit and 2 additional supers. Now, as we kind of look through his kit here, he already has a 40% chance to crit. He's got a 40% damage reduction, and he's already got a 40% chance to dodge. For every attack that he does within the turn, which is, again, why you want to get these additional supers, he's going to build his crit even further, as well as his damage reduction, as well as his dodge chance. So again, not really a slot 1 character. He wants to do a bunch of attacks first before he gets those attacks thrown at him, so he has more of a chance to dodge. If the dodge fails, he's got more of a chance to actually hold off the attacks with some of that damage reduction because he does not have guard, right? So here we're looking at it. If you get this 40%, 80%, you've got the 2 additional supers, and you mean you've got the original super as well. You've got this 10% here. If you've already got this, his crit is at 100%, right? So he's at 80%. He's going to launch 2 attacks. 80. He's going to go 90%. And then that second attack's going to be 100%. And then he's still going to have more attacks to do after that. So this dude doesn't need crit whatsoever. That is kind of where I'm getting at here. He does not need crit whatsoever. He does already have additionals built in. So if you want to kind of avoid that, you can. But again, looking at the Vegeta side, he wants to attack a lot. So what does that mean for his hidden potential? Well, let's switch on over to the way that I've got my boy built here. And as you can see, we have gone a little bit of defense. We've gone a little bit of dodge, or a lot of it of dodge. And we've thrown in the chance here to do some additional supers as well as that attack boost, right? So that right there is to help out Vegeta. The additionals is to help out Vegeta. The attack boost is to help out Goku. And then the defense and the dodge is to help them both. So trying to play into both sides of the coin here is the way we're doing this. These are, I believe, the anniversary equips that I have on these guys. So really, I'm okay with these. I don't really see a big flaw. You could just obviously go more additional. You could go more dodge if you really want to, or you can really lean into Goku's like attack power and go a lot more attack if you want to. That is another way you could totally play him. But with the way some of these events go, I like to play it more safe, and I like to give my boys a lot of chance to dodge. I like to have, if that dodge fails, they've got a lot of defense to build up, and then, you know, to utilize a little bit of the Goku and the stacking mechanic. We've got the additional, we've got the raw attack buff in there. So that's kind of the way that I've done these guys. Obviously, if there's another way you guys want to do him, it's entirely up to you. That is the fun point about these tag characters, is that there are tons of ways you could build them. It all just depends on your play style. And my particular play style calls for dodging, it calls for defense, and it calls for a little bit of utility for both sides of the coin. I'm a kind of hard charge in before I really think about it kind of guy most of the time, because I don't really think. I just kind of like start reacting, I do. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, we'll be fine here. And click, click, click. And then the next thing I know, I've got my guys set up in the wrong spot. And I think about it. And I go, oh man, hindsight's 2020. I probably should have done this. So I like to give my boys the best chance to survive that they can. But yeah, that's the way that I built out these guys. That's kind of my thought process behind both of these characters. So you guys can let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the way that I've built my characters out. And let me know the way that you guys have built out your characters, what's worked for you. Because so far with running these guys, this has worked out pretty well so far. Still got a few things I want to run them through, do their 100% showcase, you know, try out a couple different events with them here and there. But I will make sure to get that out as well. But I wanted to get out the hidden potential build because I have gotten a couple questions about it already. So this is my take on their hidden potential build. This is the way that I've built out the characters. If I decide to end up changing it, you know, I'll make some sort of update within their Rainbow Showcase video. But for right now, I like it. I like the way they do it. I like these characters. I think they're very, very fun. And I'm enjoying this part 2 of the anniversary so far. If you guys did stick around in this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know again down below what you guys think of the hidden potential build that I have here for my Part 2 LR characters, and also let me know how you guys plan on building out your characters down below, and let me know why. Right? Don't just tell me, oh, that build sucks. Oh, my build's better. Oh, I did this. But why? Let me know, because I like to really analyze this stuff. So let me know down below your guys' thoughts. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.